Welcome back to another episode of the Watch Me Wholesale Show. The way this works is I'm going to randomly choose a market, then I'm going to find a distressed property for sale, crunch the numbers to figure out an offer price, and then call and make an offer. All that and more coming up.
This video is brought to you by Flipster, the nation's #1 real estate software, with tools for finding, funding, and flipping houses. Check it out now at getflipster.com.
If you're new here, I'm Jerry Norton. I went from dead broke to millionaire flipping houses, and after doing 1,000 deals, I created this channel to help you master the art of wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. Okay, I've got 10 random markets chosen here on this picker wheel. I'm gonna click the spin button and let's see who the winner is. All right, Seattle, Washington is the winner. Let's go find a deal. All right, so I've pulled up the Seattle, greater Seattle area. I kind of really opened up my map view right now, and it actually, I'm so wide that it's gave me little pockets of listings. If I zoom in, you'll see a whole lot more dots. But what it does when I go to Redfin, by the way, I'm on Redfin, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna search under the Fixer Upper category, which is a really cool feature in Redfin. The problem with Redfin is they're not in every market, so depending on where you're doing this, you may not be able to use Redfin. Redfin, I think, is actually based out of Seattle, so it better work here. And so I got houses clicked, and then right here you see this tab called Fixer Uppers Only. And we're gonna go ahead and click that, and then it's gonna give me just properties that are for sale that fall under this Fixer Upper category. And if you don't know, what Redfin does is it basically searches for keywords that match any type of Fixer Upper. So it's probably grabbing words like investment, investor, Fixer Upper, handyman, TLC, things like that. By the way, if you do this on Zillow, I have a keyword list. You have to actually do it by keyword, and I'll give that to you for free. I'll put the link in the description below. But Redfin, it has its own kind of built-in feature. So what we're gonna do here is you can see it found, I don't know, 25 of them in this kind of Seattle, Bellevue area. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply the filter. And then it's gonna show me here kind of a list on this side. And I like to do days on Redfin, you know, kind of look at the most recent listings first and see if we can find something here. So looking down here on our list, we've got a couple here. We've got this one here on Gatewood, another one here. Now I'm liking this one. I'm seeing the outside picture because looks like the roof is worn out, looks a little neglected. So let's click on this one and take a look at what's going on. This is 12th Avenue, Fixer Home. So there's the keyword, right, that Redfin found. Fixer Home, waiting for your imagination. Owner has too many projects. This one won't last long. So something's going on here. Let's take a look. Needs a new roof. Look, see how worn out it is? And it's all dated inside, so it needs an update. Now, one thing I've noticed in Seattle is when they rehab. Like, they're all out rehabs. We've got some paneling here, but it's pretty clean. Like, this is not a hard rehab to do. Looks like you gotta do that. That garage looks pretty worn out too on the roof. So let's go ahead now. I would probably give this thing, I don't know, 50, 60. I'm gonna go 60,000 rehab. Again, I'm kind of assuming now that we just kind of touch every surface, new kitchen, new flooring, new bath, new paint. And now let's go ahead and comp this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna favorite it, and then I'm gonna right click and duplicate my screen. And then I'm gonna click right here where it says neighborhood. It's gonna shoot me down, and this is the neighborhood here is called Inglesia. So if I click on that, you see I love this about Redfin. It kind of outlines for me my neighborhood. So they're calling this neighborhood Inglesia, and we're right up here at the top of it. So I like what I'm seeing already. The actives here are priced really high. Like, look at this, 2.75 on this house. So what I want to do now is I want to create a couple filters. So I'm going to go more filters, click just houses, flip this from for sale to sold. Let's go 6 months. And let's put in some filters about our similar to us. So we're 1,000 square feet. So we're not big. I'm gonna say don't show me anything more than 1250. There, that got rid of a bunch of stuff. I don't know if I wanna put too many more filters. Again, we're right up over here. So let's look at this comp right here, right down the street for 490. Now I like this house. Look, it's 1,090, 3-bedroom. And this looks not totally renovated, but let's look at it real quick. But it's good. Like wood floors, you know, kitchen looks new, granite, bathrooms are fine, super clean house. So that got $490. Now this one got $710. That's crazy, $710. Let's see if we can see. We'll come back to that. I think that's something's going on there that makes that thing so high. $380, that's kind of like us. I'm looking for kind of high because I want to look at flips. So $540, I like this one. I have a feeling this is a flip. New door on it, and yeah, this is a well done flip. So guys, check this house out. Wood floors, it's staged. New kitchen, but this is not expensive stuff to do. Appliances are included. Nice basic granite. Backsplash. Very clean, very open, tons of recessed lights. Yeah, this is a well done flip. You know, I bet you this is but look at flat panel doors, and this is not a seamless glass shower door. So this is still like, you know, a Home Depot rehab. But this thing got $540. So I'm gonna cut the difference. We have $490 on this comp, $540 on this comp. There's another one over here for $515. I'm not gonna use this $710, that's kind of an outlier. Here's another one up here that's 1,000 feet for $500. So I'm feeling good in about 5 minutes of comping to go in at $525. So if I wanna do my math on this one, let's say we go 525 times, let's just do the formula, 70%. That puts us at 367 minus 60 in rehab is going to put me right around 307. So around 300, I think, would be a great deal. Again, that's at 70%. So flippers are paying 75% out here. So if I wanted to wholesale it, let's look at that number. So if I go 525 times 75%, that's what another flipper would pay, minus 60 in rehab puts me at 333. So if I want to do a good 25K, 30K wholesale, I would need to be at around 300. So I'm going to try to go in here. They're listed at 360. I'm going to see if I can get an offer in at 300. That gives me a nice little, I think, 25K wholesale. Or if you actually want to rehab it, then you're looking pretty good there too to have a nice profit margin on that thing. So let's see if we can get a hold of this agent and make our offer. This is Jerry.
Hey, this is Dean Jacobson calling. It looks like I got a message from you from my brokerage.
Yes. How are you doing?
Yeah. Good. How can I help you?
Good. I'm calling about your listing. Let me get to it. Let me get to it real quick.
Sure.
Let's see. Yeah, here it is on 12th. Yeah, 12th.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at this as an investor, as a flipper, and interested in talking to you about it, putting in an offer maybe. What's going on? Are you a builder or investor, or what's the story on this?
I am the agent that lists it.
You're the listing agent.
Yeah.
Okay, and
so
you
at
just,
this point, I don't have anything to do with it.
okay, so you just represent the seller as a listing agent.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Review date is Friday at 1 p.m. We don't have any offers or no pre-inspections, no offers yet, but I have had a couple people call and ask if we have any offers yet. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Have you been in it?
no, I haven't been in it, but I do quite a bit of flipping, so I just kind of run on numbers, you know. So, I mean, what do you think the back end is on this thing? Like, let's say I buy it, fix it up. What do you think this would resell for? Just curious your opinion.
I just listed one just similar to it. It sold for $525 in January. I think in a couple months when it's going to be done, you're going to have the spring bump a little bit. So maybe probably more than that, just because house is going to sell for more in May than it is in January.
Yeah, I'm looking at a comparable real close by on 116th Street, and it got $490, and it's about 1,000 feet, 3-bedroom, you know. But then there's another one, it's a little ways away, down south about, I don't know, 8 blocks. It got $540, 1,200 square feet. So yeah, I was kind of thinking Probably in the middle there, 525.
Well, what's the 499
490?
quality on it? What's the 490 quality on it?
It was a rehab.
Did it look like good pictures? I mean,
yeah, it's got decent pictures. I mean, it's not like a total brand new rehab. You know, it's a little off.
The 541, how does that compare to the 541?
The 541 is baller. Like, it's nice.
So how do you do it? Do you do it more baller, or do you do it more 490-ish?
I try not to box myself in. Whatever makes the most money. Sometimes I lipstick it. Sometimes I do full blown. Seattle tends to be a full blown. There's another one. This one blows my mind. It's on 4th Avenue.
Yep.
I mean, this is literally a couple blocks away. This thing got 710, and I don't understand how. It's 1,100 feet, 2-bedroom, 1 3/4 bath, 710.
Is there
unreal?
Is there a basement that's not in there? Does it have a view?
It must have a view.
Or is it a big lot, like a double lot?
Let me pull it up real quick, because something's off.
If something's off, yeah. It's either got a view, or it's got a basement that...
1 acre? 1 acre?
There you go.
That's it. That's it. Okay, so 1 acre is a big deal, and it does have a big garage.
How long have you been flipping?
17 years.
Really? I've been flipping. Well, I've been in real estate for 19 years. I was in lending for 6. But I've been flipping for about 11 years.
I'm not a Seattle guy though. I've done now. Let me see, 4 or 5 in Seattle. Like I did one in Bellevue, one in Renton. I live in Arizona.
I specialize in finding off-market houses.
What's that?
I specialize. I've bought over 100 homes in the last 11 years, and not a single one was listed.
Oh, you're off market. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we do that too. Yep.
Yeah, the off-market ones are so much better than the on-market ones.
I know. You gotta compete with everybody on market.
Oh yeah, and the stuff that's on market is in a lot worse shape than what we find off market.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
anyways, sounds like you find your own way, so that's fine. But yeah. So anyways,
I mean, this thing's looking like a roof. It's looking like inside. I mean, what's that?
You got to go through it. I mean, the inside is. I can see the pictures. You got to. There's pretty much you got to update everything in there.
Yeah, I'd spend 50 to 60.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe a little more with a roof, but yeah, I'd probably spend. Let's see, if windows good, I wonder. But yeah, I would probably spend 60 on a rehab.
Okay.
That should get me to what I need to look like.
Well, yeah. So if you want to submit an offer on Friday, then yeah, that sounds great.
Why does it have to be Friday?
Well, that's when the review date is.
What do you mean? Like that's highest and best date? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, on the MLS listing it says it says on there that we're gonna review all offers at Friday at 1 o'clock.
So whatever you've got in, you'll pick your best offer.
Basically, yeah. If you send something early, I mean, you're welcome to send something early. I mean, but I really doubt unless it's a way of asking. I doubt that he's gonna take it.
Well, I'm unrepresented, so I wanted to see if you could represent me and write the offer. Can you do that?
I'm kind of iffy on that because you're the 4th person, maybe the 5th person that's called me asking the same thing. So do you guys work all together in some angle that
well,
really, I've been listing houses for a while, and I mean a lot of houses, a lot of offers, and this is the first time that all of a sudden I've got these multiple calls that.
Well, you got to understand. I mean, so I'm buying houses every week, and a lot of them are on market. And if I don't go direct to the listing agent, I'm just like the other 9 offers they get, right? So I do it to.
I don't really want to get into I don't want to make myself liable by not getting myself into a court thing with the lawyers because I didn't represent one side better than the other or something. It kind of makes me. I almost feel like there's some sort of. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because I hear if I'm dual representation, then it's like if you feel I don't represent you properly, now I'm wrapped up in a court thing. Well, I'm an investor, so I don't care about the representation. Represent the seller. All I'm trying to do is offer you the buyer side commission. Well, yeah, but that means I can't get both commissions without representation. You can't just we'd sign a thing, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we sign a representation agreement? You could. I mean, you could do just transactional. I just take it from the seller.
So I'm licensed too. Here's how I would handle it. I would go to the seller and say, hey, I've got an investor. He's my investor. He wants to make an offer. Do you have a problem with it? If it's a good offer and you like the terms, do you have an issue with that? And as long as the seller's fine with it, I mean, when I sell, I'm fine with it. So just bring me a good deal. I don't care who you represent.
Okay.
I'm paying
so
six.
I guess as long as that pencils out the best, yeah. I mean, so you're suggesting I sell it to you early because then I can get more commission?
What I'm suggesting is, call up the seller. I mean, it's all going to come down to price and terms, but call up the seller and say, hey, I got a cash offer. They don't want to wait. They don't want to compete. I just want to bring it to you.
So I hear what you're saying. But is the lever? I mean, because I've got this, like you said, you're like the fourth caller I've got about this. I mean, in one before, it seems like they were trying to get me to, to work hard for them to get it because they're before the review date because I'm making more commission is how they kind of. You're making more commission on me, so why don't you talk your seller into selling it to me early? I'm like, well. How's that best representation for the seller? That's not. It's just making me higher commissions going with you.
Yeah, but but that is the underlying angle is you go to bat for me because. So I think. Yeah. So yeah, but I already have a relationship with the seller, and you're basically saying potentially, maybe don't let. Sell it, get it removed early to make a little extra commission. It just doesn't hurt anything to call the seller and say, hey, I just want to let you know this is my buyer. They're, but here's their number. What do you want to do? Yeah.
You submit an offer. The customers that called me wanted me to write the offer.
Right. That's what I want. I want you to write the offer too.
No.
Well, that's how you would represent me. So, but I get where you're coming from, Dean. I mean, the concern isn't my end because I waive inspections. I do big earnest money. I close cash. I'm not going to come back and say, hey, I didn't know the window was broken. That's retail.
Have you been in the house?
No, but I'll send someone. That's fine.
Do you want to, I imagine, before you even want to buy the house, imagine you want to walk through it. Do you want to write the offer not contingent on inspection?
What I like to do is have a 1 or 2 day and then get someone in there. That's all.
So I think that he's probably going to wait for the review date because, people that have been in the house, people that are a little bit more committed.
Yeah, but
that's what I'd recommend.
Right, but let him decide that. If you say, hey, cash offer, I'm just calling you to tell you about it. We haven't written it yet. Here's where he's at. Here's his number. What do you want to do? And if he says, let's wait. Okay, let's wait.
If you want to send me an email what you're thinking of, I can sure submit it, but I'm not going to write up an offer.
No.
I don't want to.
No, verbal first, offer written second.
Yeah. So if you want to, maybe send me an email or something. I don't know.
I'll text you my terms. It's pretty simple though.
Okay. Yep.
And then you can call him and say, hey, I just want to let you know this is where he's at. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, even if you say to him, even if you say to him, look, I'll cut the commission on my side down to 5.
I get that. I get the cold commission. I'll get that. So the issue is, these verbals. I like to come to an agreement verbally and then put it on paper.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Verbals. Okay. All right. Yeah. So if you want to text me and I'll send it to him, that's fine.
Okay. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay,
bye. I don't know why this is so hard to understand. Oh my gosh. On one hand, I get what he's saying. He's saying, hey, I represent the seller. On the other hand, it's like, you don't decide. The seller decides. All you need to do is present to him what I'm offering. Let him decide. If he says yes, you just made double the commission. Now, why is this so hard to figure out? Just do it. So anyway, I'm kind of frustrated because he's just not on board with it. We didn't even talk about price, but I would go in here at 300. So I'm going to text him right now and say, hey, 300. If I run my numbers, I think if you go, like we said, 525, spend, whatever it is on a rehab, you back out your formula, and that's going to get us down to around 300,000. So I'll text him right now. I kind of am not feeling like he's going to bat, you know? He's just not really understanding the whole idea of cash offer, you represent me, go to your seller, try to get it done. I mean, what else can we do? If he says wait, then we wait and we compete with everybody else. So anyway, that's kind of how that one went. Guys, I did this all manually without any tools. If you really want to step up your game and do this business way more streamlined, way faster, be more automated, be more organized, you really should check out Flipster. It's a cloud-based, all-inclusive platform. It allows you to just really do your entire business under one roof. So it's got your deal analyzers, it's got your CRM, it's got all your lead finding tools, your calculators, your digital contracts, everything, even budget tracking and everything for rehabbing and flipping. So it's really amazing to check it out and see it in action. Just go to getflipster.com. And guys, this is the #1 channel on YouTube for all things wholesaling and flipping. So if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and we'll see you on the next video.